This is Ken Pyle with ViodiTV.
And I'm Roger Bindle, and we're at the end of the day at the American Cable Association Summit in Washington, D.C., and it was a rather interesting day.
Well, it started pretty interesting for you, Roger, as you were, well, tell us what you were doing.
Well, you mean my interview on the escalators? Probably one of my more unique interviews. We were in a hurry because here we are, we're Washington, D.C., and people got appointments to go. So we interviewed with Senator Pryor, and we did it on the escalators over there.
It was very gracious of Senator Pryor to spend the time with us. We had several interviews about retransmission consent. Hard to believe, but that topic came up over and over and over again. And hard to believe we could actually get multiple angles on a topic that's very complex and very challenging for operators and I suppose even the affiliate broadcasters.
A lot of consensus there, and most of the consensus is what? Troubles, I guess. People assured us the pains they're going through.
And you know, it's about money ultimately, but it's also the question of, you know, are people acting in good faith in the negotiations, and especially if it just comes down to money. The FCC Chairman Janikowski was here, and he suggested that the FCC is hearing and understand that there are issues around the retransmission consent, but he wants data, and that seemed to be a theme of the conversation he had with Matt Polka. So Matt Polka asked Chairman Janikowski, how can you, when you're redoing the Connect America Fund, how can you assure that support goes to those areas where there isn't already broadband, where you don't want to support competitors when there's already competition there? So that was a very interesting question, one that Matt addresses in an interview we did with him.
And we had some international views this week here at the ACA. We talked with the U.S. and the Canadian counterpart, the CSSA and the NCTC from the United States here.
So Allison Townsend couldn't be here for the rest of the meeting because she had to fly back to Ottawa for a very important mediation meeting regarding sports programming. And that mediation with the CRTC, the Canadian equivalent of the FCC, could be very important because policymakers and regulators down here could see the effects of that, and perhaps there'll be some change, which gets back to the retransmission consent, because we heard multiple times that sports programming is driving a lot of this business right now.
You're right, sports was very important, and be sure to watch that interview and then the rest of the interviews on ViodiTV. They'll be posted in the... They'll be posted.